roster here real quick.
And junior, number 40, Caitlin Schwartz.
What's that
And
from?
now, for your Lady Colonials, coached by Mike Hitler and assistant
Jordan.
coaches Brian Bellman and Haley Still. Junior, number 2, Kelby Lionel. Junior, number 3, Sydney Flesh. Senior, number 15, Ella Bellman. Senior, number 23, Timberly Lionel. And senior, number 24, Kyla Anderson. Tonight's officials are Robbie Ness, Faye Petrie, and Nicholas Petrie. And now, would you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
There you have it, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem. Welcome to New Oxford High School. My broadcast partner, Dew Jones, Todd Edwards, coming to you live tonight with a daily feature, or a double feature, I should say. Yeah, it's daily, all right. It's been daily the past couple of days. Dew, how about it?
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic the last couple of days, but it's been a lot of good YIAA basketball, and that's what we expect towards the second half of the season. Teams to be more evenly matched and a lot of more intensity for each game.
And what a main event matchup. Delone Catholic, a perennial powerhouse on the hardwood floor here tonight, squaring off against New Oxford Colonial in kind of an old school gymnasium here at New Oxford High School, and
definitely
a nice
has that
setting.
Definitely has that old school feel.
Yeah.
Feels really good to be in an atmosphere like this. And here we are for tip off.
Yeah, we're underway.
And that's a complimentary point for the senior who's injured, number 15.
That's Ella Billman with the first points in tonight's game.
And here's another one for the senior,
Ella Hughes.
number 12 for Delone Catholic. Ella Billman, her brother also plays, Braden Billman, the freshman, plays for New Oxford. It's a family affair here at the Colonial Gymnasium.
At the Ox, as they say. A lot of New Oxford Colonials in attendance tonight. A nice crowd has settled in, and I can attest from the parking lot coming in today, a packed house expected here tonight.
Absolutely. This is a rivalry game between these two teams. It's going to be a packed house here tonight.
Girls first up, followed by the boys.
And no matter what kind of record these girls have on both sides, there's always going to be a nice student body here and student class to represent their team.
New Oxford in their white jerseys, maroon numbers. Delone Catholic in their black jerseys with gold numbers. New Oxford will be working left to right on your TV screen here.
Nice shot. Short. Rebound by number 10 of Delone Catholic.
It's Reese Meckley with a rebound, bringing the ball up court. Megan Jacoby for the Squirettes.
Down in the post.
Baseline shot there, missed by Caitlin Schwartz. Will send Caitlin to the charity stripe. We mentioned Delone Catholic, a juggernaut, coming in with a 17-1 record.
Wow.
And what a record. Their only loss, you may be asking, to Plymouth Whitemarsh early in the season.
Plymouth Whitemarsh, a team out of the Philadelphia area, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Two for two from the charity stripe, Caitlin Schwartz. Give Delone the edge, 4-2 right now, early in the first quarter with just over 7 minutes to go.
And as we often say, Todd, these gyms are not live stream ready, so we got to kind of fit in where we get in as far as our camera work.
Said it best,
and just finding a spot to film these games live, but we are here.
Made our way to Adams County tonight. And rebound by number 10, Reese Meckley, brings the ball up court for Delone. And you have to think this Delone Catholic team, you're going to see them in districts and states, another one of those teams to keep an eye on, and they may make their way to the sweetest place on earth.
Absolutely. Delone Catholic is always a perennial powerhouse, especially in the county and as well as the districts. I believe you had an opportunity to film them last year against Bermudian Springs, which is a really good matchup.
Well, and if you remember, Bermudian Springs knocked them off last year in the county championship.
They did.
A bit of an upset.
And that's a tough charge call, but that's a nice take for number 3 for New Oxford.
That was Sydney Flesh. Inbounds the pass to Timberly Lineball as she brings the ball up court for New Oxford Colonials.
As always, we want to thank all the fans for tuning into the game this evening.
Settle in with maybe a little more than bottled water and popcorn tonight. You may be having dinner here with us as you're streaming the game, a 6 o'clock start time.
And it's a doubleheader tonight.
Yeah,
the girls' game's first, and then the boys' game right after the girls' game. And you can see New Oxford being very careful with the ball. Look, open layup.
To the net and the put in.
That's a nice assessment. Seeing what the defense is giving you.
By Kelby Lineball.
And then attacking the hole.
Her first points in tonight's game with just over 5 minutes to go. We're all knotted up here at New Oxford High School gym.
That's an open 3.
And drains it.
Swish.
Big 3 by Megan Jacoby.
New Oxford taking their time, running their offense, attacking the rim again. And that's a travel call.
Yeah, you run into a wall there with number 40, Caitlin Schwartz, and number 10, Reese Meckley of Delone Catholic.
That's going to be a nice matchup to feature throughout this game.
Delone Catholic led by their head coach in his 24th season, Jerry Eckenrode.
Has a lot of years here.
Yes, and the put in.
By number 40 for Delone Catholic.
Caitlin Schwartz now has 4 points for Delone. New Oxford Colonials come in with an overall record of 6-13.
New Oxford very patient with the ball.
Yes, they are patient.
Delone
A
Catholic
turnover.
Aggressive with the turnover. Nice jump shot.
Jump shot made by Reese Meckley, her first points in tonight's game.
And New Oxford takes a quick timeout. Don't want this score to get too out of control with the score right now being 11-4.
Yep.
Delone Catholic in control in the first quarter.
Yeah, head coach for New Oxford, Mike Engler, in his 6th season with the Colonials. 3:58 to go. Delone Catholic 11, New Oxford 4. We thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars tonight.
Absolutely. We also want to highlight our sponsors for here tonight, and that's Thornton Automotive of Dover, S3 Performance Training, Basil Insurance, the Basketball Warehouse, Parma's Pizza,
Fairview Early Learning and Community Center,
Altland House, Highland Taps and Tables, Fender's Grill and Pub, Inch & Co. Sports, and of course, Blacktop Bash. And also can't forget PA Legends, AAU team.
AAU team, and have to tell the viewers a beautiful drive heading out here on Route 30 with the sun setting, and past the Altland House on the way here to New Oxford High School tonight.
And I eat there quite often. It's a really nice atmosphere, very nice, nostalgic.
Yeah, a throwback. And here's a little tidbit. Did you know when former President Dwight Eisenhower lived in Gettysburg, he frequented that facility many times back in the day?
Definitely an American landmark.
Yes. And we're back to action here coming off the timeout. New Oxford Colonials with the ball.
Hard drive to the bucket. Nice rebound. Pushes all the way up the court.
Jocelyn Robinson now, number 5 in for Delone. Give to Caitlin Schwartz.
It's a lot of movement for Delone Catholic. They don't stay still at all. Looks like they're trying to post up number 40 for Delone Catholic.
And again, Delone Catholic being rather patient.
Nice
offensively.
move.
Missed shot.
To the rim.
Now the Colonials in transition, a deep 3 off the iron. Scramble for the ball.
And they're scrambling.
Jocelyn Robinson now brings the ball up court. Gives to Caitlin Schwartz. Drives to the net.
Caitlin Schwartz is denied.
And denied. Big yes. Sydney Flesh with the ball. Lily Myers in for the Colonials now.
Deep 3.
Deep 3. Comes up short.
Just a little short for number 23, Timberly Linball.
Yes.
Timberly Linball.
Timberly Lynn and her sister. Got me on the team here for Delone Catholic.
And there's a quick steal. Drop to the bucket.
To the net and the put in.
And she finds a way and gets it to the rim. And Delone Catholic wastes no time, and they call a timeout to settle things down.
Yeah, with 2:05 to go, Delone Catholic 11, New Oxford 6. We mentioned Delone Catholic over the last 4 seasons, their record 100 wins, 9 losses.
Wow.
That's, quite the juggernaut. 3 district titles, a state title. Pretty impressive. And of course, if you remember last year, they had a D1 commit, Gianna Hodnott, who is now at Mount St. Mary's.
Wow.
Division 1 commit, 1,000-point scorer.
Yeah, Delone Catholic, man, they're producing some really good basketball players. Even on the boys' side, they're having a great season so far. I believe at 13-4 so far in this season. But Delone Catholic is bringing out a lot of production and getting a lot of other players.
A treat tonight to see these 2 teams out of Adams County.
You remember, Todd, not too long ago, a couple nights ago, we had a chance to feature the girls Lancaster Catholic versus, oh, that's a nice pick and roll. And that's a textbook pick and roll between guard and one of their bigs.
Schwartz back to the charity stripe.
Lancaster Catholic versus Central York girls, which was a thriller, really good game. We had an opportunity to film.
Yeah, it was a big one. Won by Central, knocking off Lancaster Catholic, handing them their first loss of the season. Schwartz now with 5 points.
Delone Catholic in a full court press.
In and out of the hands.
And New Oxford took no time beating that full court press, but still a turnover.
Turnover could not connect there. Big three by Brielle Bachman for Delone. Delone up 15-6 with just over a minute to go. New Oxford ball.
And that's a foul. You can hear that smack from up here.
Yeah.
That was definitely a
Caitlin Schwartz
foul.
did not agree with that call, but she was fouled on the play. It's going to send Lily Myers to the charity stripe.
And that's a shooting foul.
And sinks the second of her shots. An 8-point lead for Delone, 15-7.
Nice swing pass.
Off the iron. Scramble for the ball. The New Oxford possession here coming up. A deep three off the iron for Timberly line ball.
And Timberly has that range. That's the second three she shot so far. It's been behind the three-point arc. Open three, off. Colonial's rebound.
Skelby line ball now bringing the ball, hands the ball to her sister. Trapped there by the defense.
And you see the trap is effective.
And a turnover. 2-on-1, and the put in.
Hey, I tell you what, this Delone Catholic team, I really like it. They're well conditioned. They play full court press, and they know how to get steals and get the ball out to open players. And it looks like that's the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter. In your score, Delone Catholic 17, New Oxford 7.
And as the fans can see, this is a packed house here tonight. And now the cheerleaders are about to do their thing and try to get the crowd back into it.
I want to remind the fans this is our first of 2 games tonight. The boys' game will be coming up, followed immediately after the girls' game here. Stay with us tonight with Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. Do follow Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook and Instagram, like our page, and subscribe to our YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars. Leading scorers, Kelby Lineball for New Oxford has 4 points. And for Delone Catholic, both Megan Jacoby and Caitlin Schwartz each have 5 points. Getting ready to start the second quarter here from New Oxford High School. And a turnover.
There's a steal right out of the timeout. It's a lot of contact going on down there, a lot of physicality, and you can see the
jump ball. And the refs do seem to allow the ladies to play here tonight. Not quick to call the whistle. Down low in the post. Deep three. Did not connect for the Colonials. Ball out of bounds. New Oxford will maintain possession. 7:05 to go. A 10-point lead for Delone, 17-7. And a foul called. We'll send Kelby line ball to the charity stripe. She has 4 points. Another opportunity here for line ball. Megan Jacoby with the ball. Down low in the post.
That's a big-time block.
Yes. New Oxford now needs to capitalize.
And that's another block on both ends. They're playing a lot of defense so far in this first half of the game.
Kelby Lineball seems shaken up on the play. She's going to come out. Replacing her, number 3, Sydney Flesh. For New Oxford. Sinks it. Sydney Flesh. We'll have another opportunity. Two for two for Sydney. Still a 10-point lead for Delone, 18-8 with just over 6.5 minutes to go before halftime. And there's another turnover for New Oxford. Oh,
it's another
back
turnover.
And forth with turnovers here by both teams. And a travel called on that play, due. 5:48 to go. Jump ball.
I tell you what, Delone Catholic does a great job of trapping the offensive player once they have the ball. That's a great defensive scheme that they have coming into the game. Shows why they're 17-1.
Yeah, and correct, too. I mean, and I believe this is a team you're going to be seeing, as I mentioned earlier, in districts and potentially in states.
I just got an inbox from Coach Potts for Central York. He said he's scouting right now watching the game, so shout out to Coach Potts, I'm sorry. I know he's watching this game here tonight.
Could very well play for the county championship.
This could be it. And they're off to the races. Nice outlet pass. That's an easy layup.
An easy layup, but missed.
Missed.
There's
a rebound.
Schwartz for the putback. Cleaning things up, Caitlin Schwartz.
Caitlin Schwartz is such a force in the middle.
Leads all scorers tonight with 7 points.
A lot of the offense for Delone Catholic goes through Caitlin Schwartz.
And I'll tell you what,
and there's that trap.
The trap play here. Deep three short.
Tough shot. And they're letting them play. No foul at all. They're just letting them
Correct.
play.
Yeah, they are. And from our vantage point here, dude, looking at this Delone Catholic team, a lot of 6-footers are a bit.
Absolutely.
I mean, these girls,
Yeah, there's some big girls out there
no
for
doubt
sure.
About, and I had the chance to be down there pregame.
They got the height and they
yeah,
got the
they
size.
Do. And the ability.
And they played great defense, instinctively defense as far as trapping and knowing where to be when the ball's in the air.
Oh, what a shot by number 10, Reese Meckley. 21-9 right now, Delone.
And they're starting to get that space. And there's that defense that we just spoke of.
That was Brielle Bachman to the net. Remind the fans, we will be at the counties, broadcasting county
Yes, sir.
games.
County playoffs, definitely doing a county championship game. That'll be our 5th year in a row of doing a county championship game where we feature the girls and the boys. Nice shot for number 34.
That's Brielle Bachman now at the charity stripe. And the county finals will be at York County Tech Gymnasium, as will the semifinals. The opening round games drained it. Brielle Bachman now with 5 points. Opening round games, I did see, according to YIAA.com, will be played either at Red Lion or Eastern York, for our fans that may be wondering where the games will be played. Timberley line ball now at the charity stripe. Misses her first shot. 3:57 to go. Delone working the ball around offensively, being patient. Now New Oxford in transition. Out of bounds, Kelby line ball. Will be Delone's ball.
And New Oxford has to get something going. This lead is at 13 points right now. And with a team like Delone Catholic, you don't want them to continue to pile on points. Here goes Caitlin to the bucket.
And falls hard on the hardwood floor there.
A lot of contact, but no foul was called.
No foul.
I often say, Todd, when doing the girls' games, I believe they're a lot more physical than the boys. I say that quite often. They're tough.
Delone maintains possession here with 3:03 to go before halftime. Down to Caitlin Schwartz.
And that's
Did not
exactly
put it
what you
in.
wanted.
Well, if you're New Oxford, you certainly want some missed shots. You want to now capitalize offensively.
There's another steal.
Pick the pocket, as they say, huh? 2:26 remain before halftime.
Yeah, Tyler, from my vantage point, I believe that's 6 steals so far in the first half. In the first half for Delone Catholic.
Back to action here.
Tough shot. Nice rebound.
If you're New Oxford, you don't want to fall behind too far here against this Delone Catholic team.
Absolutely not. Got to find some type of production on the offensive side. And that's another deep three.
Deep three by line ball.
Timberly hasn't hit that three as of yet. 0 for 3 from the three-point line. But obviously she has the range.
There's a three-point shot off the iron.
Timberly with a big-time rebound. Pushes the ball down the court. Tough.
Kelby line ball at the free throw line with 1:37 to go for halftime.
This be a good time and a good opportunity to get some points on the board for New Oxford.
Exactly.
But there's still a
Clock's
little
not
in that
moving.
rim.
Yeah, you have an opportunity to put some points on the board.
And you can see
It's been a slow go for New Oxford so far.
It has
in the first
been.
half.
And as you can see, Caitlin Swartz is taking a break, number 40 for Delone Catholic. And there's still a little in that rim. Looks like there's a lane violation.
Yes, it looked.
And it's a packed house here tonight, Todd, at
Yes.
New Oxford Gymnasium. Always a nice crowd, always a good following. And she nails 1 out of 2.
Kelby now with 5 points for New Oxford. Just under a minute and a half to go.
Nice
Jump
foul line
shot.
jump shot. Short. Rebound by the Colonials.
And both teams now do seem to be a little cold right now with under a minute to go. 54 seconds remain.
And that's another steal.
And in transition,
Bounce
Delone.
pass.
Nice shot.
Nice play.
Brielle Bachman.
It's been all defense so far in the first half for Delone Catholic. That's how they get their points and how they get their buckets, off of defense. And that could possibly have been another steal, Todd.
Jump ball called.
And you can see right off the bat, Delone Catholic is a physical team. They don't
Yeah,
mind going, body to body and getting physical.
And according to my research, they're in class 4A. Delone Catholic.
Tough shot.
Wow.
And number 2 for New Oxford drew a foul.
Line ball back at the charity stripe. for
Sister
New Oxford.
Timberly, right?
Timberly, correct.
It's got to be pretty cool to have a sibling
yeah, we saw
on.
it last night, and now
Yeah.
we're picking up right where we left off last night with the girls' game here. Sisters playing. New Oxford. 11 seconds remain. First half. Jump ball.
Only 8.4 seconds to go in the second quarter before halftime. Delone Catholic trying to get the ball in.
Deep three off the iron.
A bit short. And that's the end of the first half, with Delone Catholic up 25 over New Oxford 11.
Leading scorers, well, for Delone Catholic, Brielle Bachman and Caitlin Schwartz each have 7 points. For New Oxford, Kelby Lineball has 5 points, as both teams make their way back to the locker room here at New Oxford High School.
And it's been all defense so far for Delone Catholic. Doing a great job of getting steals, getting points in transition. And, you know, New Oxford hasn't had an opportunity to really run their offense like they like to. I'd like to see some adjustments in the second half. And, you know, you got to buckle down and not have so many turnovers, because those turnovers are really hurting them, you know, getting them further back, a further back deficit in the game.
Yes, exactly. And now we have a moment here to see the boys teams for Delone and New Oxford warming up in front of us tonight. A double feature tonight as we have the girls game here. We're at halftime, and then upcoming will be the boys taking to the hardwood floor tonight. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Thornton Automotive of Dover, Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, S3 Performance Training, Hazel Insurance Agency, Parma Pizza of Dallastown, the Basketball Warehouse, Sideline Cancer and AAU team, PA Legends. How about some other sponsors do?
As well as Inch & Co. Sports, Altland House, Highland Taps and Tables, and Fender's Grill and Pub. With our good friend.
You may want to hit the Altland House post game if you're here in attendance.
Oh, absolutely.
On your way home after the games tonight here
our
at New
good
Oxford.
friend Ryan Houck, he's always a big time supporter of New Oxford, always looking out and trying to support the kids. Really appreciate that. As we know, his son Tommy Houck
He's a commit to Florida Gators, I believe.
Florida Gators,
correct?
there it is. A New Oxford former student.
Yes.
A lot of really good basketball players, and, you know, athletes came out of.
Remember Abdul
Janae,
yes.
now at Georgia Tech,
Georgia
a top 5
Tech.
school.
The Georgia Tech basketball team did not do too well today. They got spanked by Duke.
Wow.
I was watching that game before coming here today, and but yeah, Abdul is going to be playing football for Georgia Tech.
Yes, he is. Pretty much underneath the radar for a little.
Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got it.
Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
This stuff comes in more handy because
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, because if we don't have this stuff, then we have to go out and buy it.
Okay.
And whenever we get an excess, we just give it to our vets that come pick up food for the military share.
All right, we just pulled back into Thornton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram after a long day. We were able to fill a truck bed for Mr. Sandy's. It's going to go a long way for them. We really appreciate everybody that was able to donate this year.
I've been asked why, and ask why right now. You know, and I've been asked that question a lot lately. Why bring this kind of facility to York County? And every day I'm reminded more and more of what our world needs is unity and coming together, and a central location where everyone can put the stresses of their life away, come in where they're all accepted, no matter what skill level, what age you are, where you're from. When you come through the doors of our facility, we want to be all one unified community coming together to push each other to be the best people they can possibly be.
And we are back, ready to start the second half, about 25 seconds away from the start of the second half. Delone Catholic in total control of this game, up 25-11.
And New Oxford will be moving right to left on your TV screen, again in their white jerseys, Delone Catholic in their black jerseys.
And that's a nice kick out. Open three.
Off the iron. Rebound by Reese Meckley.
And that's exactly what you want. That was a nice play for New Oxford to come out and get an open three. Couldn't knock it down, but came very close.
Delone looking to add to their point total coming
And
out.
there's Caitlin
Schwartzer
on
with
the
a
boards.
cleanup.
And
9 points for Caitlin.
And she's been unstoppable so far in the first half.
The start of the third quarter underway here at New Oxford High School, Colonial Country. Line ball with the ball for New Oxford.
That's another nice kick out for an open three. And that's still a little on that rim.
Shooting percentage for New Oxford low this evening.
And that's another steal.
Another steal. Delone.
Unofficially, that's around 8 steals so far in the game for Delone Catholic. Banging on the boards, and that's nice bounce pass.
And the put in by Timberly line ball. 3 points for Timberly. Delone Catholic 27, New Oxford 13, just over 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And sinks it. Big shot by Brielle Bachman.
And finally that three gets knocked down.
10 points for Brielle. 30-13 right now with just over 6 minutes to go for the Squirettes over the Colonials.
And that's
Deep
a three for Timberly. And that's a great job from Kelly Limbaugh. Really getting busy on the boards and giving her team another opportunity to get some points. Got to watch out for that corner. Delone Catholic likes to trap. Right now they're in a man-to-man, Delone Catholic. New Oxford down 17 points in this contest. Had their opportunities, though.
They have had plenty of opportunities.
Got some clean
unable
shots.
to cash it in.
Unable to
so
knock
far.
it down.
Deep three off the rim for Myers.
Wow, Kelly's everywhere for New Oxford number 2. She's getting the rebounds. Timberly with the drive. Tough shot. Almost a pass
There
to her
for
sister.
the cleanup. Kelby line ball now with 7 points.
Would you consider that a pass to her sister?
Yeah, let's go with it, dude.
All right. That's another three. Nice rebound. Oh, out of the hands of Caitlin.
A 15-point lead right now for Delone Catholic, 30-15. Just under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Watching Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you this Saturday night. Double feature by the boys coming up immediately following this game.
And this is a big possession for New Oxford. They can kind of cut the lead down to 12 or 13 with a good score. As we said again, they're getting open shots, just can't nail them. And there's Kelly to the drive. And she may be the most active player for New Oxford so far. She's getting busy on the boards.
She is.
And she's also coming up with some offensive production.
She's at the charity stripe now. Leading scorer for New Oxford with 7. Make it 8 points for Kelby. In and out of the bucket
And again, as we
Schwartz
said
with the
again, those
rebound.
opportunities that New Oxford has to capitalize on. Anytime they get a chance to get some points, they need to make it happen. And there's a steal.
Yeah.
And there it is again. We're calling Kelly's name again.
Yes. Yep.
Very active on both sides of the ball.
And back at the charity stripe with 4:12 to go.
And
Timeout called.
Delone Cap is going to call a timeout. He doesn't like the flow of the game so far. It looks like New Oxford is starting to get some traction and get back into this game a bit.
A smart timeout. At Coach Eckenrode. And a good time to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. We have a bevy of sponsors tonight, including Thornton Automotive of Dover, Basil Insurance Company, Fairview Early Learning Community Center, S3 Performance Training, the Basketball Warehouse, Parma Pizza of Dallastown, PA Legends AAU team, Sideline Cancer AAU team, Blacktop Bash,
Also, Engine Co.
Altland House.
Sports, Altland House, Highland Taps and Tables, Fender's Grill and Bar, Grill and Pub, I'm sorry. That's a nice shot from Kelly.
9 points now.
Want to encourage the fans to go to our YouTube live chat, engage, talk about the game a little bit, come up with some player of the game nominees. Another three, knocked down.
Deep three.
Easy money for number 10 for Delone Catholic.
That's Reese Meckley with 7 points and a turnover.
So many turnovers for New Oxford. Had to be in double digits now with turnovers. And that's another three.
Off the
Short.
iron. Delone Catholic 33, New Oxford 18. Deep three, off the iron. And a
And
scramble
there's
for
Kelly
the ball.
being scrappy with the ball. And I tell you what, there's probably a lot of things that Kelly Lineball does that doesn't hit the stat sheet, but she's a very aggressive. She
Yes.
never gives up. And, you know, just a scrappy player.
Motor
Really-
runs, right?
Really
as
like
they
her
say.
game so far.
3:08 remaining here in third quarter.
And you can see the two sisters, Kelly and Timberly, at the top of the key for New Oxford. As we said earlier, a lot of the offenses ran through Caitlin Schwartz, number 40 for Delone Catholic. Has 9 points so far in this contest. And that's a quick foul, number 33 for the Colonials.
Lillian Krabs, a freshman.
Only a freshman, getting some valuable time
Yes.
against a really good team.
Going up for that bucket. And
Caitlin
fouled
Schwartz.
Caitlin Schwartz heading to the charity stripe with 2:45 to go.
Caitlin has been very dominant in the paint so far in this game, getting rebounds and also getting some
Yeah,
easy
her-
buckets underneath the rim.
Her presence has been felt for this Delone Catholic team. Caitlin now with 10 points. Matching her teammate, Brielle Bachman, with 10 points as well. And a 34-18 lead right now for the Squirettes over the Colonials. A deep
Timberly for a
three.
deep three. And she's 0 for 5 so far in the game. Obviously, she can hit those type of shots.
There's
And that's a
Caitlin
nice
Schwartz.
outlet pass. Short. And there's a push for Kelly Limbaugh. Kick out. Timberly open again.
unable to knock it down from three-point land.
And just can't knock down the three. That gives her.
Timberlake.
She's 0 for 6 right now. Just imagine if she can knock down a
If she
few of
went-
those threes.
well,
They're
imagine
open
if
threes.
She went 6 for 6.
Yeah.
From the three-point land.
And they're open, and they're the type of shots you need to take. So, she's doing exactly what she has to do. And just tonight, they're just not falling for her. Caitlin Schwartz with the ball at the top of the key. With the kick out. Caitlin Schwartz with another rebound. Nice
offensive
move.
rebound and a put in by Schwartz.
Just tough. Keep an eye on this Delone Catholic team. As we said again, that's a team that's probably going to be featured against a team like Central York in the county playoffs.
And could very well come down to Delone Catholic and Central in the counties.
Tough shot.
.130 remain here in the third quarter. At the top of the board will be New Oxford's possession.
And Reese Meckley for that three-pointer. She's not shy. When she gets open at the three-point line for Delone Catholic, number
She'll
10,
pull it.
she'll pull the trigger. Delone Catholic in transition, great bounce pass. Way to break it up, and they're on the floor. It's very scrappy. Jump shot. Short. Another rebound for Delone Catholic. Caitlin Schwartz with the ball. Kick out. Reese thought about it. Oh, nice left-hander.
Oh,
just short.
Just short. .15 seconds and counting here in the third quarter.
And that's a tough shot. Nice make for number 33 for the Colonials.
Yes, that's Lillian Krabs with her first points tonight.
And her brother actually plays on the varsity team for New Oxford as well. So it's a family affair on both sides of the ball.
There you go. We've arrived at the end of the third quarter with your score. Delone Catholic 36, New Oxford 20. Your leading point scorers tonight. Well, for Delone Catholic, Caitlin Schwartz has 12 points, followed by Brielle Bachman with 10 points, New Oxford Colonial. Kelby Lineball with 10 points, followed by her sister, Timberley Lineball with 3 points. Final 8 minutes coming up as the cheerleaders for New Oxford are entertaining the fans here after the third quarter. Want to remind the viewers tonight, we're going to have a double feature. The boys will be up next following this game. And we will have the player of the game after this game. And you can chime in with your thoughts on our live feed through YouTube's page, Sports Shooting Stars, on who you think maybe some of the nominees could be.
And we're back
Timberley Lineball with the ball for Colonials.
with the start of the fourth quarter.
Back at the charity stripe, Kelby Lineball for New Oxford. Down by 16 points. New Oxford. Off the rim, Kelby misses her first shot. Delone now brings the ball up court here in the final quarter. Off the rim.
Great post out. I'm sorry, great box out for New Oxford Colonials.
To the net. Rebound by number 12, Ella Hughes. What a missed shot.
Missed layup. New
Back
Oxford
and
with the
forth.
push. And there's another
A
deep
deep
one.
three by Linebein connects.
Hey. As we said again, she knows she can shoot it, so she's going to continue to shoot the ball.
6 points now for Timberley with that three. As Delone Catholic swings it around here offensively. Just over 6.5 minutes to go. Down low in the post. Brielle Bachman fouled on the play.
And as always, Todd, we want to thank the fans for tuning in. This is our first all Adams County game I think we did so far this year, featuring the girls
Yes.
and the boys. In this doubleheader, which is a rivalry here at
In
New
this
Oxford.
era, oh yeah, big rivalry game. And then of course we'll be on the air next week. About it, we'll make our way to Spring Grove travels to York Tech on February 1st. Check us out.
Get a chance to film that game at York Tech's exclusive gymnasium.
Oh, and what a
Very nice
gymnasium.
there. And that may be a travel call.
.621 to go. Megan Jacoby with the ball for Delone.
Nice backdoor play.
And a put in.
Great offense from Delone Catholic. The Lady
Megan
Scorettes.
Jacoby with 7 points.
Tough. And the Limbaugh sisters, they're very active when they don't have the ball in their hands. They're very
Yeah, they're
scrappy
not-
and active. Number 2 and number 23. Timberly and Kelly.
Georgia Mummert checking in for New Oxford as Lillian Krabs will take a seat on the bench. 5:49 to go.
The Lady Colonials inbounding the ball, and that's a steal.
A steal by Delone.
And it's getting scrappy down there in the
It
paint.
is.
And they're off to the races. And transition, looking for a deep three.
Georgia down baseline, just gets the ball in it.
And it's been pretty chaotic and scrappy
Yeah.
down there, Todd. I believe New Oxford got a timeout
Yes.
before the travel call.
Coach Engler with a timeout with 5:24 to go. Your score, Delone Catholic 40, New Oxford 23.
With the owners of a red Honda LTK 3649, a maroon Edge 01476, and a silver Defender KHE 9253. Please move your vehicles. You have the back lot parked in.
Colonial's ball coming off the timeout.
Another turnover for the Colonials.
Well, she tried to bounce it off number 10, Reese Meckley. Meckley was able to get the pass, and a deep three drains it. That's Brielle Bachman.
Right now, Delone Catholic is starting to extend their lead.
15 points for Brielle Bachman.
Coming into the game, Delone Catholic comes in with a 17-1 record. Red hot so far this season.
Their lone loss to Plymouth Meeting out of the Philadelphia region. I believe that was their first game of the season, but they've been on a roll ever since.
Tough drive off the backboard, short.
Schwartz.
Rebound by Caitlin Schwartz. Delone Catholic's pushing the ball down the court. Here's another three. Quick three. Rebound by Timberly.
Bachman not afraid to put it up from three-point land.
That's tough. Could have been called a jump ball, but I believe they called a foul.
Yeah, and a 20-point lead right now for Delone over New Oxford with 4:25 to go. And back to the charity stripe, number 2, Kelby Lineball, who has 10 points.
And New Oxford did get the lead down to about 13. That's as close as they got since the second quarter, but it's just too much of Delone Catholic.
Too much of this juggernaut, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, just impressive numbers. I mean, the past 4 years, 100 wins to 9 losses do, and add these 17 this year. It's
and if you look at that ball club now, as you said earlier, Todd, 4 out of the 5 of their players are 6 foot.
Yes.
Or 5'11" or 6
easily.
foot.
Yes, it's
Very hard to compete.
and they'll be a formidable opponent for any of the teams in the county's championship upcoming. They're in Division III, YIAA, Delone Catholic.
Delone Catholic, a 4A school. Tough move.
And what a move by Megan Jacoby.
With the left hand.
9 points for Megan Jacoby. A block.
It's been all defense so far for Delone Catholic. That's how they scored most of their buckets, off of defense. And there's a steal.
And a steal by Sydney Flesh. Drives to the net.
That's a tough foul.
Yeah, it's now Sydney Flesh at the charity stripe with 3:41 to go. And it's Caitlin Schwartz's 3rd foul in today's game. Jocelyn Robinson checking in for Delone Catholic as Reese Meckley will take a timeout and a breather on the sidelines. Sydney with 3 points tonight's game. And a turnover. New Oxford now in transition. Deep three. Falls short for New Oxford. One of the few, yes, yes. It's,
They don't give the ball up.
no, they do not.
Probably the only turnover I saw so far this game. Self-inflicted turnover.
Yes, but 2:57 remain. New Oxford down by 20 right now, 45-25.
It's just too much firepower from Delone Catholic. They're a really good team.
They are.
17-1. Most of the shots were not falling for New Oxford tonight.
They were not.
Timberlake, kick out. It's a tough shot. I think that ball got nipped going up. Delone Catholic is off to the races. Nice bounce pass. Nice block.
Yeah, it's blocked shot by New Oxford defense. We'll see now what New Oxford can do with it. Baseline. Krabs matched up on Schwartz, down low.
Krabs wants the foul call, but referees are pretty much letting him play. It looks like Caitlin Schwartz is going to come out the game for the rest of the game, and also number 12 for Delone Catholic.
Olivia Kale coming in along with Kat Keller for Delone Catholic. Some of the reserves are getting in with a sizable lead with 2:05 to go here before the end of regulation.
And number 12, Ella Hughes, she steps out the game as well for Delone Catholic. Both put on a really good, impressive game. Great shot by Krabs. Another rebound for number 33.
Yeah, Krabs right down low.
After they're getting that nice 2 points,
Two-
they're getting busy on the boards as well.
Be Dalone's ball. Brielle Bachman still in the game for Delone. She had a leading score with 15 points.
You're starting to see some subs starting to enter the game.
Bachman from three-point land and drains it.
Knocking down 3 points.
Can you say 18 points for Brielle Bachman?
Brielle Bachman and Caitlin Schwartz has to be in the running for our players of the game.
What a 1-2 punch for the Squirettes tonight. Just too much for the Colonials.
That's a nice
Drive to the net and the put in by Megan Jacoby. She hits double digits now with 11 points.
Just like that. Delone Catholic up by 23 points. Fast.
Yes.
And in a hurry.
With 1:02 remaining before the end of regulation. And yeah, looking through the point total here, dude, for Delone Catholic, we mentioned Brielle Bachman with 18 points, followed by Caitlin Schwartz with 12 points, Megan Jacoby 11 points, and Reese Meckley 7 points. Just too much for Delone or New Oxford tonight, this Delone Catholic team. And they'll move on tonight with their 18th win versus 1 loss. And, you know, after broadcasting the Central and Lancaster Catholic game this past Thursday, it would be interesting to see Delone Catholic and Central play at some point in the county championship.
Yeah, it'd be a prior county playoff game, if not the championship. I apologize, my mic was off for a second, did not know that. Want to say thanks to our guy, Cliff Kern, our IT producer. Our IT guy and also producer behind the scenes. Always making sure we're good to go.
Brielle Bachman.
And it looks like they're pretty content with this holding the ball and not running up the score.
Yeah.
And the subs continue to come in.
Yeah, see, number 22 for New Oxford, Kara Lineball in.
And checking in the game is number 14.
Avelina Cavlo Perez coming in now for New Oxford with just under a minute remaining here for the end of regulation.
There's a lot of physicality
no
going
doubt
on.
about that, dude.
A little less than 30 seconds to go in this contest. And tell the fans to stick around. There's going to be another game, a doubleheader game. Krabs call for the foul.
And you know, you get a lot of these reserves in coming off the bench, and they want to make a statement. It's
Yeah.
their moment in time.
Absolutely.
And they want to get out there and impress the coaching staff.
And deep down in the post. And the fans are happy that number 23,
Kat Keller,
is getting an opportunity to go to the free throw line and knock down and get some points. And you can see she has a smile on her face as well.
Delone Catholic 50, New Oxford 27.
She can add to the point total. She knocks it down.
Kat provides the 51st point here for Delone Catholic. Make it 52 for Delone Catholic.
About 10 seconds to go in the game, and that's a deep three.
Off the board.
And that'll be it. And there's still bodies flying on the floor, Todd.
No doubt about it. I do it. More like bumper bodies out there.
Yeah. Very
banging
physical.
into one another. No.
Very
Hard, man.
impressed seeing this Delone Catholic team.
Yes.
We hear about them every year. We know they're a good team.
You read about them, you hear about them,
Yep.
and then until you see this team, it's quite impressive.
And that's it.
And your final score, Delone Catholic 52, New Oxford 27. As we mentioned, an impressive win by the Delone Catholic Squirettes here tonight at New Oxford as both teams line up to shake hands. Any thoughts, Stu, on potentially maybe a player of the game, or in some cases players of the game?
Well, it definitely has to be, in my opinion, it has to be Burrell Bachman. She did a great job tonight. And also Caitlin Schwartz. They really provide a lot of production. I believe Burrell finished the game with 18 points.
18 points unofficially.
Unofficially.
I do, yes. And then followed by her teammate Caitlin Schwartz with 12 points. An impressive performance tonight.
Very impressive. Did a lot out here for their basketball team and helped them secure the win. And also New Oxford's side, I was very impressed with the Limbaugh sisters and the way they played, and also with Krabs. She did a great job on the floor. It looks like they're going to get ready for their senior night. They're going to recognize some
senior
seniors.
night, yes, here tonight at New Oxford.
We may not get that post-game interview, but we will recognize the player of the game for the girls. We know they have a lot of festivities going on here tonight.
They do, as you can
at
see.
New Oxford.
To the left of us, a lot of the players are lined up. New Oxford.
New Oxford, rich in tradition. There's always a nice crowd, a great following that they have. Good players come out of this program. As we said before, Abdul Janae, Connor Jenkins.
Connor Jenkins, yeah, we were up here a few years ago, remember, for a football game. A low-scoring affair here at New Oxford.
Strauss-Ball, he was up here too, right? Was it Strauss-Ball?
I believe, yes.
Yeah,
it was
the
a few
quarterback.
years ago, yes.
Ton of good players. Was it Braylon Long, I believe, was here? Just trying to get some names off the top of my head that came out of.
Aikens, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
If the fans are watching, I'm going to put up the second link so they can watch this game here tonight.